Assalamu alaikum students. Our today's topic is, as you know, we are going to start a new chapter that is for class 12th, strategies for enhancement of food production. In this chapter, we will know what the strategies are to enhance the production of food. अब सवाल पैदा होता है कि why do we need to enhance food production? As we all know, with ever increasing population of the world, enhancement of food production is a major necessity. For this purpose, biological principles are applied to animal husbandry and plant breeding. Animal husbandry and plant breeding have a major role in our efforts to increase food production. Several new techniques like embryo transfer technology, tissue culture techniques are going to play a pivotal role in further enhancing food production. So far as the plant breeding is concerned, what is meant by this plant breeding? Plant breeding is applied branch of botany which deals with the improvement of economically important plants, or we can also define it. Plant breeding is a purposeful manipulation of plant species in order to create desired plant types that are better suited for cultivation, give better yields, and are disease resistant. What we are doing? Purposeful manipulation of the plants, plant species. यानी कि प्लांट मैनिपुलेशन में प्लांट स्पेशीज़ की मैनिपुलेशन करते हैं किस लिए? इन ऑर्डर टू क्रिएट ए डिज़ायर्ड प्लांट वैरायटी जिसमें हाई यील्डिंग कैपेसिटी हो, दैट आर बेटर सूटेड फॉर कल्टीवेशन के लिए अच्छी हो, बेटर यील्ड हो और डिजीज रेजिस्टेंट हो. दिस इज प्लांट ब्रीडिंग. Now, so far as the introduction of this plant breeding is concerned, as we all know, India is an agricultural country, and agriculture of India forms about 33% of national GDP, that is gross domestic product, and it also involves about 62% of the national population. To ensure adequate food supply for increasing population, which is about 1.2 billion, 1.2 billion according to 2011 census. In order to ensure the adequate food supply for increasing population, which is about 1.2 billion according to 2011 census, main challenge is to increase crop yield per acre on limited existing land. As we all know that conventional plant breeding in India started about 9,000 to 11,000 years ago, and which resulted many present day crops. जो ये कल्टीवेशन का प्रोसेस है ये 9,000 साल से 11,000 साल पहले जब से ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन आई शुरू हुआ, और इसी की वजह से जो आजकल के मैनी प्रेजेंट डे क्रॉप्स हैं, ये इन्हीं की वजह से इन्हीं का रिजल्ट है. What was the aim of this traditional plant breeding? The aim was to increase food production. Aim was to increase food production by better management and practices, increasing acreage under cultivation. But this practice resulted limited increase in food production. Classical plant breeding involved hybridization of pure lines, crossing or hybridization of pure lines with different desired characters. Hybridization of pure lines with different desired characters. Presently जो modern plant breeding है, it involves molecular genetical tools which are based on advancement in technology. Which are based on advancement of in knowledge in the fields of genetics, in the fields of molecular biology and tissue culture. Modern plant breeding involves molecular genetical tools, those tools which are based on advancement in knowledge in the field of genetics, molecular biology and tissue culture. The use of molecular genetical tools led to green revolution. In mid 1960s, during this green revolution, many high yielding and disease resistant varieties of wheat and rice were produced, which resulted marked increase in food production. It enables our country not only to become self-sufficient, but the country also started exported them. In India, the green revolution was first. The person responsible for green revolution was Swami Nathan in 1970s. और yield आया था उस वक्त, that was threefold, triple yield. The objectives of this plant breeding are higher yield, better quality, disease, insect and pest resistance, new varieties for particular environment. Another one, that is development of specific agronomic characters for specific crops like dwarfness, intensive branching, more tillering, and increasing fertilizer responsiveness. Another one is requirement of specific traits like responsiveness to heavy manuring, easy threshing ability to grow or reduce the period of dormancy, to enhance or reduce the period of dormancy, and synchronous maturity. These are the specific traits. Now, once again, what are the objectives of this plant breeding? Higher yield, better quality, disease, insect and pest resistance, new varieties for particular environment. Next one is the development of specific agronomic characters for specific crops like dwarfness, intensive branching, more tillering, and increasing fertilizer responsiveness. And another one is specific traits, requirement of specific traits like इसमें क्या आता है? Responsiveness to heavy manuring, easy threshing ability, ability to grow in different seasons, to enhance or reduce the period of dormancy, and synchronous maturity. These are the specific traits. These are the main objectives of this plant breeding. Tomorrow we will be studying steps in plant breeding. What are the steps in plant breeding? ये हम कल इंशाल्लाह पढ़ेंगे. Thank you, students.